Hey, vinyl community, Mega Jeff here with some new stuff that came in that I wanted to share with you in case you are missing it, especially this first one. This first item is a brand new reissue that just dropped, just came in the past couple days. And you may not be as familiar with it. If you don't, depends on where and who you follow musically. But and it's the band Liar. Now, this first came to my attention. I was not aware of who Liar were. And when I was told, you know, hey, are you going to buy the new Liar reissue? I'm thinking that like Canadian band, or I think they're Canadian, that's got that an album that I do have by them, but it's not. This is a German. You can see here, it's a German underground thrash band. So I was not familiar with them. And when I say I was told by the label owner, this is a No Life Till Metal Records reissue. So Scott Waters, if you're familiar with Scott Waters in the VC, this is his label. And so he said, hey, you want to check out this band? I think you'll really dig them. And so I jumped on it and bought it. Now they have, it's a German metal band. They started in like 88 with a couple a couple, you know, cassette type stuff. And then they dropped an album, I think this was in 89. Yeah, 1989, they dropped this album. And then in 91, it looks like they had a second album, and then they were done. So that was it. So I was not familiar with them, and I'm starting to realize now, as I'm picking up a lot of some of these types of releases, that I really, in the late 80s and early 90s, really missed out on a lot of what I consider to be, you know, the clean thrash sound of. So I liked bands like that had a cleaner sound, like the Anthraxes and stuff like that, you know, Annihilation, bands like that. But I tended to not check out as many of them. And so this one is on the borderline. They've got that vocal sound that I like. It sounds classic. It's everything. It's not as, you know, clean / melodic as, say, you know, an Annihilator or an Anthrax type thing, but it's still in that area of, you know, kind of almost Metallica-ish at times, where how they can be kind of rough. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I took a chance at it. I mean, I listened to it before I made the purchase, and it sounded like something I could handle. And so I'm not a big fan of the more harsher as much. I do have some of it, but, you know, so when it leans towards the lighter side, I tend to enjoy it more. And again, this is just a band that I had no idea about back in the day. So there's probably a lot of these bands that people like Scott and people who are heavier into thrash probably know about that I totally missed out on. So I didn't want you to miss out on this one. You want to check this out. I don't think this was the first time on vinyl, but obviously this album's, you know, probably hard to find nowadays. So this is a reprint, reissue. Got a nice insert here with lyric stuff, and then there's a version on black, I believe, and I for some reason went with the red. It says red, but it's more of a red marble. It's very pretty. Sounds wonderful. I cranked it up the other day when I got it in, and yeah. So yeah, if you are not familiar with that, definitely check that out. No Life Till Metal. Check it out. Go to Scott's site, nolifetillmetal.com, and definitely pick up a copy of that limited pressing run. Now, these next two are just a couple stragglers that came in. This one is a brand new release by this band that I swore I missed out on vinyl because it came out like last summerish. And I waited a little bit of time, and then I went to the site to get it, and the vinyl was totally sold out. And I'm like, whatever, you know. You do what you do. But then when Memorial Day came around and they offered a discount on the site, I went to the site to see what they had. And they had the vinyl again. But it made me wonder because they have two different colors, two different color variants. And maybe they reprinted a second one. I'm talking about Disciple and the Skeleton Psalms. Disciple, heavy edged at times, lighter, sometimes radio friendly, but for the most part started off as kind of a heavy thrashier band. And I've shown a lot of their stuff because a lot of their older catalog has been first time reissued on vinyl in the past few months. This is their brand new album, you know, and again, it's got commercial sounding stuff on it. It's got really edgy, heavy stuff on it too. And I've been trying to keep up, you know, with their stuff. I missed their album about 3 albums ago. I supported the Kickstarter program to get the album made, but I wasn't into vinyl at that time, and so now I can't get the vinyl. It's gone. But the last couple I've got, and this one I thought I'd miss out on because when I went to the site, it was out. But lo and behold, drop my sticker, they are back in. And the one that I got is a black and brown, orangish transparent splatter there. So let's see. That's what the band looks like. Make sure it's not right side up. It's upside down. I figured that much. So yeah, really dig these guys. Have been for years. Now they also sent me a cool one of those like vinyl stickers. That's pretty heavy duty, and a magnet. One of those, you know, flexible magnets you could put on your. Well, I got a magnet placed right over there, right by my little refrigerator. So yeah, so I was excited to get that. And it was odd. I think both editions might have still been available. So maybe they got more stock in and I just didn't notice it. But, you know, and then the little discount for Memorial Day made it even sweeter deal. So great stuff. I checked out that. You want to check out that if you haven't heard. Check them out. And then this totally random Amazon price drop, $13 for Dangerous Toys, artist formerly known as Dangerous Toys, a later album. I do not still have, you know, those first 2 pivotal albums. I still do not have, but they have, I think. They were reissued around the same time as this, so they're on my list. But this one dropped to $13 on Amazon, so I snagged it up. It's on a pretty pinkish vinyl. And so, yeah, so I couldn't pass that up. You know, great stuff to have, to pick it up. And I'm hoping I can get the first couple albums there sooner or later. Be nice if I can get them on a price drop like that, but who knows. But that's it. Just 3 releases, 3 totally different, separated, different stories behind each one of them, but great stuff. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard.